Well, hey there. I'm Kimberly Ferguson, CEO and founder of Emerald Expectations Accounting. I'm so happy that you're here. The Emerald Corner is a place where life and business meet. So I want to help you run a business while maintaining a life with your loved ones. Today's video is another episode of Tax Tip Tuesday. And for those of you who don't know what that is when I share with you tips and tricks on how to save money on your taxes, how to prepare for your taxes, and answer your tax questions. So if you have a specific question that you want me to answer, go ahead and drop that in the comments below. I would love to make a video just for you. Today's question is, do I really need to save my receipts? I'm sure you can guess the answer. That is yes. But let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about why. Okay. So what does a receipt show you? It shows you an itemized list of things that are included in the transaction, right? So while a bank statement or a credit card statement is great because it'll say Best Buy, $75, Walmart, $100, whatever. It'll give you kind of an idea of what the transactions are. It doesn't show you what you spent. So if it's not like Office Max, where most of the things there are office supplies, then it's not safe to assume what you bought there, right? It's really not safe to assume what you bought at Walmart. It's not, right? You can get groceries, you can get personal items, you could get office supplies, you could have bought a big screen TV for your house. I mean, there's no saying, right? I mean, you could go there and buy flowers. You could go there and buy baked goods. I mean, it's kind of got a little bit of everything there, right? So there's no way for the IRS to know what you purchased at Walmart and to know that it was a business expense, right? If they were to audit you. So if you have the receipt and it shows, paper, printer, ink, pens, notepads, whatever, stuff that you would actually require for your business, then they know that was a business expense. This is good to go. It's a little different with, meals and stuff like that, but they can still tell if you paid for more than one meal. If you went out and you took somebody out to lunch for a business meeting and you paid for their meal, I mean, they can tell that you got more than one meal on there. But the problem with that is they don't know if you went for business purposes, right? So that's why on that kind of a receipt, I recommend writing who you met with, what you talked about, and then scan the receipt, because then you have the documentation and you have what you did in that meeting. So this gives the IRS a little bit more information and they can say, oh, that looks like a business purpose. So I guess we can say that's deductible. So what happens if you don't have a receipt? Well, like I said, if they are looking at transactions like Walmart or things that are unclear, they might just say, I think this is personal, and then they'll exclude it from your return and you'll have to pay taxes on that amount, right? Because you used it to offset your income most likely, right? So is saving receipts one of the less glamorous, less exciting things that you have to do as a business owner to make sure that you're maintaining your business properly? Yes. Is it something that's still absolutely necessary for your business? It is if you don't want your expenses to be recategorized as personal expenses. I mean, imagine if every time you went to a restaurant or every time you went to the store to get coffee bar supplies or office supplies or printer supplies or whatever, if all of that stuff was suddenly disallowed because you don't have a receipt. Well, it doesn't sound great, right? So yes, I highly, highly recommend saving your receipts for at least 7 years as a business owner. Can you scan them and make them digital? Absolutely. I recommend doing this as a PDF, but you can do it as an image as well. Something that is a little bit more difficult to tamper with, but the main thing is that it's readable, because we all know that these little receipts that they give us, the ink can fade on it, right? So try to scan it as soon as possible so you keep all the details, including sales tax, including shipping and delivery if that's applicable, and including the total. So as much detail as you can keep on those receipts is going to be super helpful. I usually recommend scanning them to, a Google Drive if you have a business account, or a OneDrive if you have a Microsoft business account. Otherwise, you can store it on your desktop, you can store it on an external device, but something where you can kind of sort it out into folders and say, 2023, 2024, 2025, like at least by year, if not by month as well, because you want to make it as simple as possible for you in the future to go and find those, because it is not the IRS's responsibility to make sure that your expenses are deductible. It's your responsibility to make sure that everything is deductible. It's not your tax accountant's responsibility to make sure that things are deductible. It's your responsibility to make sure that things are deductible. So save your receipts, people. Well, thank you so much for spending just a couple minutes of your time with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. You're subscribed to my channel, right? You hit that button and you subscribed, because there's a lot of good stuff on this channel. You don't want to miss it.